Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a money and finances reading for you. So let's see how this area is unfolding, what can you expect, and what is the best advice that the universe and God had for you through the cards. Alright, Spirit, please bring in the most relevant, important, and accurate messages that Pisces needs to hear through this video. I'm going to be taking the jumping cards upright. Alright, Pisces. Again, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this came up in the last reading that I did. And, you know, this is a card I personally love. This card talks about hard work, talks about focused, diligent, perseverant, devoted work into something that is important for you. Whether this is money-making activity, whether this is a hobby, whatever it may be, this is something that requires your long-term focus and for some of you, repetitive action. And I see you here completely focused. I see you looking down, doing your thing, going through the motions, but getting things completed. I see you almost like tuning out everything. This energy, to me, is a little bit like when you're so invested in something that time passes you by and you don't even realize it. It's like you look down, you're doing the thing, and then when you look up, it's been hours and you're like, wow, like I've been really enjoying, or simply I've been really kind of lost in it in a good way. And I see that some of you perhaps are making money in a way now that comes a little bit more difficult to you than before. Take it if it resonates, won't be for all. And I feel like some of you are actually valuing your money a whole lot more. Some of you are doing the same thing for work, others of you are not. But I do see this almost like refreshed perspective about the money that you already have, the amount of money that you're making, and the resources and everything that you got already. It's like some of you are really stepping up your appreciation for what you have. And possibly even making every dollar really stretch. Maybe in the past, some of you have felt a lot of burden and overwhelm. And a lot of maybe even exhaustion. Because of your pursuit of money, because of, you know, the bills that you've been needing to pay, because of debts that you've been needing to work on. And for some of you, it's like you've had a transformation. You may have had some kind of awareness shift, mindset shift, and some of you realize that you have been almost like throwing away money or leaving money on the table with little habits that have summed up into major burdens. So it's like some of you may be thinking, I don't know why I'm getting this particular example, but you may be like, well, you know what, it's fine. Like, I smoke and it's fine. You know, it's just a habit I need to, you know, take care of or whatever. And then at other disconnected times, you're like, oh, I wonder why I never have enough money for gas or something like that. And then you do the math and you're like, wow, I'm spending so much money on smoking or so much money on takeout or so much money on apps that I don't use. You name it. You name it. Services that you don't use, bills that could definitely be reduced if you just make a call, right? And I feel like some of you are getting into this awareness. You're being enlightened to it. And you're really making some choices to honor yourself and honor your efforts by honoring a little bit better the money that you're making. Some of you are coming from a space of, you know, money comes, money goes, non-attachment, which is great, right? But almost like non-attachment to a irresponsible level, or a level that simply is sending the message to the universe that you don't really care all that much, and how you invest, how you protect, how you bless your money. Almost like a lack of mindfulness when dealing with money. And I feel like some of you are, you know, changing your habits, changing the way that you're living, and starting to think of it more as, you know, well, how long did it take me to do or to bring in this amount of money? Did I have to do repetitive tasks that are not particularly enjoyable for me? If that was the case, then, you know, how can I best take care of this? Either holding it, either saving it, investing it, or spending it, but in a mindful way. And when I mean mindful, I don't mean frugal. You can choose mindfully to splurge. And you can choose mindfully to spend all of your money on a purse. And that's not my business. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is mindfully. Knowing mindfully, consciously, why you're doing that. Instead of leaving twice the tip for this waiter who was smiling at you just because. It may feel like a wonderful thing to do, and it probably is, but we may be throwing money everywhere, feeling good about it because it's a good deed. It's a nice thing for them, but is it a nice thing for you, Pisces? So that is the awareness that I personally see here with the cards, is going to take you to victory, is going to really give you that last little bit, that last edge that will allow you to see the money really pile up. It will allow you to see the savings, the interest really, really go high into the sky. Some of you are going to feel very victorious just by honoring your time in this way. And it almost creates this beauty in which not only your job is beautiful, even if you don't like it, you know, even if it's not particularly, you know, exciting, by you honoring what you're doing and what you're receiving, it's like you are infusing the activity that you have to do with love, and the results that you're getting, big or small, you're infusing them with love and appreciation instead of just kind of wasting them away. Sunflowers could be relevant for some of you. If this is your favorite flower, that could be a confirmation for you, a little wink from the universe telling you, hey, pay attention, this message applies. Some of you could be dealing with Leos at this time. 8/8, the Lion's Gate portal in August could be relevant for some of you. Maybe you know someone who's born on that date, or maybe a passed on loved one was born on that date. Spirit is saying here, you have infinite strength because you have the strength of the universe. You have infinite potential. Sometimes it's not about climbing the highest mountain. Sometimes it's not about receiving the biggest accolades. Sometimes it's about infusing every little tiny, almost invisible thing with love. I'm getting a reference here, or kind of like just the message that some of you may be very attracted to the idea let's say I want to be a millionaire, and that's what you're going for. But some of you don't need to be a millionaire to feel the way you want to feel. You may need an extra 500. You may need to make 10 grand a month, whatever it may be. It could be different. And sometimes we set those goals a little bit in an empty way. Maybe being a millionaire is not necessarily something that would bring you joy. Maybe it would bring you stress, who knows? Or maybe it would bring you joy, I don't know. Mindfulness, consciousness, it's what is advised here. Just really go into things. Why do you want that? How do you think it's going to make you feel? Is it going to make you feel that way? How would it change your lifestyle? And by knowing what your wish is, you get this wish fulfilled. Honestly, I'm getting that some of you have been going for the wrong thing. And I know that sounds very strange. I don't particularly consider anything as the wrong thing. But I do get the sense that you've been going for a goal that's just a little bit to the left of what would make you happy. Some of you think you want money, but what you actually want is peace. And in your pursuit of money, you are taking peace away from your daily life. When ultimately, if you think about it, what you want is peace. Same goes for freedom. Some of you may think you want money, but you actually want freedom. And in your pursuit of money, you're sacrificing your freedom, which is ultimately what you want. So Pisces, it is a wonderful time to think about this, because this will create a brand new, fresh chapter with the money that you already have. You know, not even, this reading is not even talking about extra money coming in or potential or opportunities. This is in the present moment. It's not even about the future. It's talking about why you do what you do, with which energy you infuse things with. Are you doing things out of love? Are you doing them out of fear? Are you really aligned? Are you aware of what you want? You know, all of these questions here, you can literally pause the video and write them on your journal or comment below. They will serve you these questions. It's not even about anything else. It's about how you deal with what you have right now. That will in turn determine what you bring. You are willing and able and won't give in or stop hoping. Enjoy your journey to love. Beautiful. Infusing everything with love. Some of you are going to realize that getting to a point in which your life feels the way you want it to feel is actually way easier than maybe going for becoming a millionaire. Some of you may realize, I actually don't particularly want to be a millionaire. What I want is to have a ton of savings so I don't have to think about bills anymore. And you may realize that maybe what you need is 30 grand instead of $1 million, and that's a huge difference. All right, Pisces. We got here, discard any fears of success and be willing to offer more than is expected of you. Really putting in that love into what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how are you mindfully honoring yourself, you know, as you deal with the rewards or results of that. We do have the 10 of Pentacles, Pisces. But look at that. She has a wolf right there. She's loyal to herself, loyal to her intuition, loyal to love. She's comfortable. She's surrounded by nature and beauty, even though she has a huge castle in the back. It's like she knows where her heart is. She prioritizes spirit over material well-being. And therefore, she has plenty. So yes, Pisces, that is the reading that I got for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. Know that in the present moment is all the abundance that you may need, and it is within, not outside. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. If this reading helps or uplifts or resonates at all, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, my loves.